What's up, everyone? Julia here,
And Trent.
and we're back with episode 11 of Andor. Who else knows?
Who else indeed? After the last episode, which was a very poignant and heartfelt episode focusing on Luthen and Claire's relationship and how they've evolved to the people that we've known and loved throughout the series. This is going to be an excellent penultimate episode.
Yep.
Interested to see how they lead into the big finale. But yeah, I cannot wait. Let's check it out.
Let's go.
The aftermath of Claire.
Claire, yeah. Haven't moved him yet.
2 ISB drivers confirmed dead, 1 missing. Vehicles, obviously the guards, hospital staff. We're still waiting on numbers. There was a shift change in process, so I don't
This
think...
is Supervisor Miro's security package. I want that underlined.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, emphasize that, please.
The attackers. I was told there was a team of 3.
That's the current thinking.
Based on what?
Scale of attack, advanced surveillance, no witnesses.
This is all on Miro. That's all hers. But we're on the
So
spit
they don't
now,
even
and the
suspect it's
margin
just
for
a
error
solo.
is
Solo,
zero.
yeah.
Loosen Rail's body. At the moment, it's still...
Don't move it. Everything stays in place until we know exactly what happened.
Redclaw.
Are you the one that's closed my hospital?
At the moment, all I've done is shut the doors.
This is my building. I'll decide if we are in a position to admit patients or not.
Arrest him.
What?
This is an ISB crime scene. If you're slowing me down, you're a suspect. Suspects need to be questioned. That means transport and custody. I'll have no choice.
You've made your point.
I need immediate access to your security logs.
Oh, that was a big power play.
That was a very big power play.
Yeah. I wonder if she realizes just how...
In the shit she is.
Yeah. You worded that so much better than I could have.
Oh.
The waiting game.
Who else knows?
About what?
Is the urgency of the situation not palpable?
All I have been told is that Supervisor Young is dead.
Is that why I'm here? For the murder of an ISB clerk? Has my reputation slid so precipitously?
Slip the pieces together, Dedra.
Now just take a moment. What single thing would drag me to this forsaken base?
Yeah, why would I
Yeah.
come down this low?
Say it. Say the word.
Oh, Ben Mendelsohn's so freaking good.
He is.
Death Star.
Who else knows?
Fartigas.
No, I want the names. I don't know.
This is absurd.
Resistance is absurd.
I am not a rebel spy.
Oh, at the moment, that is the
Only-
only plausible scenario. Young, was he on your list of suspects?
You should talk to Heert about Young. They were close. Young was a busybody, always on the fringes.
When did you give him your code cert?
Excuse me? Young. My clearances, never. Why would I do
I
that?
don't have time.
Young did well to leave a trail.
He
Your
did.
motivations are far less pressing than the extent of your betrayal.
If Young had my cert, then he stole it.
Who told you about Galen Urso?
Several intel bundles were forwarded to my office by mistake. I should have reported it.
Gorman mining scheduled?
I have clearance for Gorman.
What about Edu research journals? We found 2 years of Jeddah working group printouts in your files.
Yo.
I should have pegged you as a scavenger a long time ago.
I didn't read them all. Most of them I never opened.
But you read enough, didn't you?
Yep.
Went beyond the scope of your duty.
Supervisor Young spent 3 hours last night logged into your account. Now, shall we take a guess
The fear.
what he might
Yeah.
have told?
The
Listen, Rail.
insignificance.
I was searching for Axis. That's all I was ever doing.
Now she's got the fear.
And I found him. Yes, I'm a scavenger, but I've had to be. There's a partisan spy mentioned in the Jeddah readout. When questioned, he said that he had been recruited by a man with a Fandor hallcraft full of antiquities. In classic fashion, your team tortured him to death, and that crucial piece of information, rather than being directed my way, was buried and became
Don't
something I
put
had
the
to
blame
scout
on
out.
his team.
Terribly perplexing. How does one balance such passionate competency, with the mindless decision to confront Lutheran Rail on your own. If you're not a
critic.
spy, you missed your calling.
Rail's assistant. We think she's his daughter. She wasn't at the gallery.
That could be your one saving grace.
Whatever Young told Rail, she knows too. It may be days before he's well enough to be questioned. She needs to be found.
He's dead.
Yep.
We need agents at every
doesn't know
transit
yet.
point we can cover.
Ooh!
Best to carry on without you.
You gave up
Oh!
everything. You are nothing
You
to
are
them.
nothing to.
That's all you've ever been, Dedra. You've only ever been a tool.
Yep.
Yep, starting to dawn on her now.
I want to see coverage of the outside entrance area.
That's gone. Yeah, blown out. Yeah. So, I wouldn't sit there. The second choice.
Concentrated care unit. Roll back 1 hour.
That we can do. My cousin actually has an application in with the ISB.
Then I'll only have to tell you once to shut up and get busy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not here to make small talk and play any games. Sorry, that whole conversation
That whole
with Dedra and
conversation
Krennic
was
was so
wild.
freaking amazing.
Oh.
The finger on the head. Insignificant. Oh. Wonder what she's got hidden.
Communicator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably very encrypted. Hopefully.
It's like she's turning away.
Deliberately
She
avoiding.
knows there's a camera. She's trying to hide.
I just love seeing how resourceful she is.
Yes, I love it. Is it like a Morse code machine?
Alone. There's no team.
Nope.
Yep.
Got bested by
Only her.
bested by her. She wasn't trying to hide from that last camera. That was my job's done. But also the desperation of not knowing if your signal's being
If
received
it's
by
being
anyone.
received, yeah.
Good transition to Yavin. Looks beautiful even at night.
Mm.
Thought you had to be up in the morning.
What have you got hidden under the bed?
What?
What is this? It woke me up. It was chattering away. Is it a radio?
When?
Oh, it's going to Will.
Oh, I
It's
went.
stopped now, but
How long ago?
Wilman, what is it?
Since it went off, how long?
Half an hour? Wilman,
I'll explain in a minute. What's the do?
Will was her emergency contact.
I, unlike you, have never cheated. I have my own tiles to focus on.
Plus 10.
Plus 10?
You heard me.
You don't seem surprised by his bid.
Now she steps up. Had to happen.
I see. Very well.
This is such a cool moment.
Challenge. 5 fives.
10 tens.
That's an unusual risk.
Your play?
Playing against a droid's logic.
The volume of Revnog ingested. The chances of you making a bid of that scale are not statistically measurable.
You're too drunk to be thinking clearly.
She has never risked this much with so little on the board.
Humans, Kay. You never know what they're gonna do. Deal with it.
We've played 863 games. That's a solid predictive sample.
You're nervous?
He's nervous.
He is, right?
There's another impossibility.
You don't have any tens left.
He's so emotive.
Hey, this is your last chance to recall your wager.
What's up? Guys. Hey, wait.
That was our game.
How quickly can we get this out?
That depends on the level of saturation required.
Direct.
What's your name again?
Hit.
Supervisor Hit.
He's very
You will
nervous.
put this image out as wide and deep and far as it takes until we find her. You'll search every comm and transit point. There will be no horizon to the scope of your inquiry, nor will there be any limit
He's thinking, why is he not going to
to
Partagaz?
your effort. Failure will earn you a place in the ever-lengthening ISB Death March. Are we clear?
Looking straight at him.
What's the charge? Sedition or murder or all of the above?
She's diseased. She escaped the hospital with an infectious condition that threatens everyone with whom she may come in contact. She must be found before thousands die.
One last ditch effort.
What are you still doing here?
One last ditch effort to save his position.
Death Star. What a prescient turn of phrase.
I can't protect you, Leo.
You were supposed to be ready by now.
You sound like Tarkin.
It's a miracle we've kept it quiet this long.
We're moments away. Days. A few more tests. We're there.
Save the sermon for Palpatine.
Indeed. You have a plague to stop, and I was due in Scarif 2 hours ago.
The tension is just palpable.
Yeah.
Best of luck to us both.
Yep. Reconciling with his position. But name dropping the Death Star and Tarkin in the same.
There's a base-wide restriction on unauthorized radio transmission. I can call up the exact language if you're curious. I see. No one is curious.
I don't know, Will. Could have been anything. When was the last time it was tested?
It works, Cass, so keep it charged.
Am I correct? The reason that you're not messaging back is to avoid being traced. Who are we hiding from? I realize this is a question, but is there a question you are willing to answer?
Right now, we're hiding from everyone.
Compression cipher. First broadcast. Abbreviated chain. I'm guessing it's something you've memorized.
Is the U-wing powered up?
Was I correct?
Is the ship prepped?
Yes.
I'm gonna need an extra hand.
We need gas.
I'm going. No, you're not.
Going where?
What if it's a trap?
It's a trap. It changes nothing. You gotta go down to the hangar and get us on the test roster. I don't want to be shot down pulling out of here.
Cass!
You know I'm right.
We need a flight plan.
It's a test, Ron. We're not filing a flight plan.
I hear the Rev not talking.
You can just sense the desperation.
Good shot with the broken hole.
Yeah.
Where are they? An orbital coordinate.
Still going against commands.
No, sir. It was booked as an evaluation flight.
I know it's not one of them.
Yep.
You are hearing that, aren't you?
Turn it off.
I've been counting the orders we've disobeyed so far. Would you like to know how many? 17.
17.
I love him.
Yeah.
Her disheveledness.
I came as soon as I could.
How reassuring.
The framing.
He's dead, isn't he?
He was killed. His assistant infiltrated the hospital. She's on the run.
It's all on you now. Young's best friend.
We were never friends.
I know the feeling.
We need to find her.
I'm sure there's an open cell down here for you.
Why is this a Krennic project? Why is it so important?
Is this a test?
What? No. I came for advice.
Why would I do that?
As it stands, you're going nowhere. A quick solve might work wonders. I've just pushed out a massive search package, but you know as well as I do that she's too smart to go where they're looking. You know them.
You've got information. Don't give it
Where
up.
they think, where they've been. Where would she go?
She'll need to reach out.
Well, we're scanning everything we can.
She knows that.
So I wasn't able to find it for so long.
Go back. Pull the old Axis files. There was a radio on Ferrix, and her Krieger had one. We found several of them. Old frequencies. My best guess.
Thank you.
It's probably too late.
Where?
Coruscant.
Luthen rail whistles and you two come running.
This was an emergency call. A final call.
After all this, everything we've put in place, knowing how vulnerable we are.
You can run him down all you want. But the truth is, none of this would be here without Luthen. None of this.
Confine this man to quarters until further notice.
They also don't know that Luthen tested Lonnie with the ISB knowing about Yavin.
Yep.
Confirming that they had no idea, so... But I mean, it's a valid point that he has as well of the, we've risked and built everything, and we don't want it to crumble now.
How was he planned for this? And what about the radio?
Well, the transmitter looks intact. They had the antenna. It's ingenious. They spliced it into a metro tower next door. They've been using Imperial broadcast.
IT, just...
IT!
loving
Amazing,
life.
yeah. Yeah, don't be proud of how they can elude us.
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
Plate 7 grid. Level 5124.
Incredible.
Well, she's never been to Coruscant.
You know where we're going? I think so. I just hope they're still there.
I've been to Coruscant. I was in a parade there once. 200 KX units. The Emperor was there.
The Emperor was there. She was holding a blaster, wasn't she?
I think so. Yes.
I need a location.
All the options for that require a connection. I can't trace back something I don't have a...
Oh, that was just sheer dumb luck.
No. Oh.
We have a promising location here in Coruscant.
Have you spoken to Tactical?
They're deploying a team as we speak. I'll oversee the operation personally.
We'll be following closely.
So Partagaz's entire career is relying on this. I love the change of the wings to form the U.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah. Do you reckon they gave him a decoy signal? Or some sort of code that said one thing but they mean another?
Maybe. I hope so.
Where are they? 27 west. Up there. Far corner.
Imperial shuttle.
Will Lee, you'll be there to make the ID. There you go, sir. Sergeant Benzie. Benzie's running team 2.
The officers always look so out of place when they have to go out into the field.
They really do. It's so clean and crisp compared to the grittiness.
I don't like it here.
Don't start pressing random stuff.
No, he's just bored.
Yeah.
No, him being bored means he gets out of the ship.
She's likely alone, but should be considered armed and dangerous. It's imperative she's taken alive.
Okay, that is your hot zone. Shut it down.
Initiating a sector comm scramble. All non-essential frequencies will be down until further notice.
Sector comm scramble? No. K2 will know what they're doing though.
Oh no.
All clear so far. Repeat. On site, all clear.
Oh no, they're going in blind.
Going in blind.
Oh.
At least he's not going in by himself.
Oh no.
Oh, no! Oh no! Oh no!
Look out and see.
You good?
It's amazing how the safe house that has been so like home to them, they're now just completely on edge because they're not sure if it's an ambush or not.
Yeah, but also how much it's changed as well, how degraded and decrepit it's become.
Very dilapidated.
It's at the very end.
You have a trace?
Not yet.
That's a big trooper.
He's a big boy.
Yeah.
I'm so nervous.
Tell them we're ready.
TAC 171, we're at go for transmit.
Transmit.
Oh no.
Luther! Luther, it's me, Scatia!
Oh.
It would be you, wouldn't it?
Where's Luther?
Oh.
It's clever getting the signal going so they can hone in on it.
The energy project. Palpatine's energy push. It's a lie. Okay, they're building a weapon, a super weapon. Everything we've been chasing, that's the answer.
Okay.
Gorman, Scarif, Jeddah, the obsession with Kyber, it's all been part of one big lie. It's all about this weapon.
And you're sure Luthen's dead?
Floors 26, 27 and 28 west. We'll work our way up. I want one man on the bridge, two in the lobby.
I need her alive.
We told them twice.
Yeah, tell them again.
Yeah, just a reminder.
Galen Erso, say it.
Clea.
Repeat what I've told you. Galen Erso, he... Oh, super weapon, Kyber crystals, Gorman, this is direct from ISB as of yesterday morning. Luthen died for this.
We cannot stay here, Clea.
And go away.
Go to Yavin.
Yavin. Oh, I know about Yavin. I know all about it. I know what they think of Luthen. That's to be my sanctuary.
We'll be safe there. They need to hear this.
Will you tell them? Tell them what I just told you.
I'm not leaving you here.
Yeah, you can tell them yourself when we get you out of here.
I hope they get her out.
She's too good of a character not to.
Yeah.
This is TAC 2C over by the bridge. Did we request an enforcement droid? Sorry.
Yes!
Are you with us?
No. No. Boom. Didn't give him any chance at all.
Nope.
We'll tell them together.
You told me you were done once.
Yeah. And you told me I was wrong.
Got it. It's directly above us.
Comms still down, sir.
Right, form up. One flight up. Get those comms working.
Love the dad with his coffee.
You left us behind.
I made a choice. I made the right choice. No one can do this alone. He knew that. He just couldn't swallow his pride.
Thank the galaxy, he didn't. He stayed for this. He stayed for what I've just told you. He stayed to figure this out. And you need to tell these people in Yavin what they're up against. You owe him now.
Oh. Cliffhanger ending.
No!
Cliffhanger ending.
No!
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's rude.
Oh, that was great.
That was great.
That set up a huge
That
finale.
was rude.
That set up a huge finale with K2SO following in at the back.
Yep.
Are you with us? No.
No.
Alan Tudyk, so good.
I love him.
Oh my god, that was great. The just Krennic
Krennic
and Miro. That was Ben Mendelsohn had a blast with that. You can see, actually everyone did, but just
that was so good.
His infliction, his change in tone, his demeanor and posture. It's just the way he's encompassing Krennic as this smug. He sees himself as superior,
yeah.
Especially in the. Do you think I'd really come down here? Just for a minor thing.
Yeah, just for a death of someone.
Yeah.
No, he had his grubby little fingerprints all over my files, which you had access to.
I love
Brilliant.
that it's just the threads of Lonnie doing his espionage and sabotage within ISB to have it all fall back on Miro without any sort of. She had no idea, and she hasn't. It's all circumstantial, but
she can't prove.
You can't disprove it.
Yeah.
It all leads back to her.
Yep.
And
like Lonnie finding the files, it would be just like, okay, yeah.
You know, I used her code for 2 years.
I used her code. Like he had it for that long. So how did he get it? Oh, he stole it 2 years ago?
Yeah. Yeah, and here's all these files. You're a scavenger.
It covers him really well.
Yeah.
But then you're a scavenger.
Yeah, you're a scavenger. You looked in things that you shouldn't be looking into.
At. Why did you look
Why'd
at the files?
you do it?
I didn't open them. Doesn't matter.
But the fact the first thing Krennic thought when she's like, I'm not a rebel spy. Well, it certainly looks like you are.
It looks like it. Yeah.
So, and what are they going to do? They're not going to listen to her in any way, shape or form, try and defend herself. It's okay, we suspect this. She's a risk. She's done things that has leaked information.
Yeah.
Lock her up.
Yeah.
But even Partagaz, he's realizing
how close he is to the edge. Yeah.
And the fact that Krennic said that I can't save you now. And him just having that moment of, we say it's a disease, that she's contagious, we lock it down, showing that he's still a little bit useful, but it's really depending on this final mission.
Yeah.
But yeah, those scenes just between the two characters, both on the Empire side and that final moment with Clea and Cassian, Cassian letting her get the grief out that she's bottling up and all the information that's very clear. She hasn't processed what she's done with Luthen yet. And it's like, I need to get this out. This is important. This is imperative. It doesn't matter what happens to me. But him just putting the hands on the shoulder.
The grounding.
The calm, you're safe, will get you to... Yes, I know Yavin thinks a certain way about Luthen. But yeah, we'll get you there. It's a safe place. You can give this information to them yourself. But the suspense through that whole episode, the framing of shots,
heartbeat through the chest.
Yeah, but just even with all the tension, there's those little moments that in the oppressive regime that the Empire runs and everything that the rebels are fighting for, having those little moments of Melshi and Cassian and K2SO gambling and drinking, just fun little banter. It humanizes the whole thing. It makes you empathize with them even more.
It makes you realize what they're fighting.
Yeah,
for.
And it's those little things, little moments.
Yeah.
But a good way to show just how much K2SO is learning after being rebooted, because we hadn't seen him yet since the please don't point your gun at me.
But it's also interesting looking at the influence that Cassian has.
Yes.
Because immediately two people are by his side going to bat with him.
Yeah. Well, it plays into the Force Healer's messenger comment. He's now picked up Clea. He's picking up things along the way. He's picked up K2SO, Melshi, Wilmon's back.
Yep.
He's picked up he's found a place in Yavin. He's grabbed all these people. He's now got Clea. Like, he's picking up all these important pieces. And I think it's a nice to see just how he has that connection with people and how he can bring them back. Like, he looks hard at moments, but you can just see the softness in him, and when he opened up the door to have Clea, and Clea's just in tears. It
was a relief, but that line of course it was you.
Yeah.
Of course it was going to be you.
Yeah. But it's destiny. Really,
really
his
is.
role.
Yep.
and not just a good scriptwriter, but the reveal to just how many contingencies that they had with Will having the receiver.
Yep.
And, in the safe house where we've been the whole time, there's, things hidden in the walls. Like we saw things hidden up top that they revealed, but actually breaking down the wall to get the transponder. That was, and then just her desperation throughout, just absolutely phenomenal.
Absolutely phenomenal acting from everyone. It's been such an amazing series.
Yeah, and it's not done yet. That's the scary thing.
That's the scary thing, yeah.
But the whole reveal of it was a team of 3 that did this.
It was 3. It had to be
3. No, it was just a very, very intelligent, well-planned infiltration. But the new officer throwing his weight around.
Yeah.
He's interesting. He's got some compassion, even though he's obviously got a rivalry with Dedra.
Yeah. Well, their interaction in the hallway, it was I guess you want to have this as like something to rise and gloat about. It's like, well, maybe that's why I was picked, not to gloat, because it's the benefit. Like, that to then
he doesn't want to gloat. That's why she's wrong. He just wants to do his job.
And that's why he's in there going, I just want some information. I just want some help. Help me.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah, and just seeing the change throughout of the various characters, like Dedra in particular, she went from having her false bravado, she was putting on the brave face. The games that Krennic was playing outside with turning the signal off and then doing the slow walk around. The realization that it was him when he walked in speaking, and she had the voice, but then as he kept hounding her and poking at her, it started to break and crumble. She then went into desperate mode to try and give information to save herself.
As soon as that finger hit the top of her head,
with the doom,
the absolute
the fear,
break and fear that came across her was
such a good moment.
Good moment. Really good acting.
You are beneath me. Literally, you are
under my thumb.
You are under my finger. You are nothing to me. You're just another. You're a tool that we use.
It's a psychopath playing with an ant farm going, stop.
Well, he made it should have been very clear to Dedra straight off when he said, you think something that minor would bring me down here.
Yeah.
And this was all, you've stuffed up.
Yep.
You had one job at that meeting that we had. You went beyond the scope of that.
And
actually the first actual mention of the word Death Star in this.
But the who else knows, just straight up, he's very much very direct in that regard. Well, no, who else knows? I'm not a real... No.
Who else knows?
Who potentially knows about this?
Yes, so we can silence them and block that from getting out.
Yeah.
So we can stop that we can put a stop to that information, because he gave it very clear instruction in that meeting room that it's only in here. So that's where Dedra should have that's where it really, I think, started to hit Dedra, realizing that there was no coming back, especially considering how close this project is to the Emperor.
Yeah.
But the other moment was in the cell where, she gave up the information. Would that have been a smart move?
Yeah.
Should she have held the information to kind of get a deal?
Yeah, it was interesting that you were saying to withheld it. But it was interesting that it wasn't too much information in that regard. She still has a lot, especially when it comes to Axis.
Yes.
Axis. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see if we see her again, or if now she's just forever locked in a cell.
I think there will be. I think she'll have a moment next season. You don't? You think she's done?
No, I think she's done. I think we will not see her again. I think that was her final shot.
I loved that shot as well in the cell where you've got the door, but then you got the little.
She's just
the smaller portion of the door and she's just squished in.
And I love the costuming designs and the hair and the makeup of how disheveled she looks, stripped of everything. Just
and still trying to
maintain it, but uniform is creased,
Yeah.
hair is a mess. It's clearly not slept. It's
No.
beautiful choices.
It's someone's
and it's
barely
those
holding
subtle-
it together.
Yeah, it's those subtle different
And still on
things.
that moment when he went to speak to her, I thought it was actually going to be much more direct, and I didn't think he was going to be as soft and kind of, less approachable as he was. I thought he was going to be more. I actually thought he was going to gloat because of the interaction they had at the hospital. I thought he was going to say, "You've brought this on yourself. You should have left me to do my job." I thought he was going to do like that. But then, as you said before, that wasn't his character. He just wanted information and help. So,
but he also may be more
waiting till the end to use it against her.
Yeah, waiting for that perfect moment.
Well, assuming he gets out alive.
That's assuming he gets out alive. It's assuming a lot of people
He's
get out alive.
He's got K2 going up his butt. But I love how in the worst way they're trying to pinpoint where the apartment is, and of course they open up they were wrong.
It's great.
Of course they were wrong and just open up and raid someone's house and then do the little it's one up.
It's right above us. I don't think it is.
I mean, it was a clever. I mean, that looked like they were walking through that hallway, but it was
I thought it was a different hallway. It looked like they were walking down. It didn't look disheveled. It looked way too crisp. The other one was no lights, no color. It looked dark and dank, and that one still looked quite crisp and clean with the head. So I don't think they were walking down the right hallway anyway. I think they're above them.
Well, let's look forward to Imperial Ineptitude. I do like some of the plays they did, and it's good seeing the Imperial tactics as well of the lock down the area for comms, and the realization of K2SO. Oh dear, seeing the Imperial shuttle land. But lock down the comms, then send the signal back to the receiver to then triangulate where it is. I actually quite enjoyed seeing that in action.
I liked that tech girl.
Yeah,
I liked her getting so excited
over the tech and how crazy it was.
And just that, that's really ingenious. That's really clever. And then the look up to the other guy and going, oh, no, okay, I'll just stay quiet. Well, if you want accuracy, I need it back in my lab. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah.
Give me this. Give me a new toy.
But no, the entire episode was full of tension. I think
I was like this the entire time. Relax.
But there were those fun moments throughout with K2 and again showing that Cassian is still going to go out of his way to help Luthen, even though he's on Yavin, and there's obviously the chain of command that he needs to follow as a captain, and the anger that happens when he disobeys it, and them knowing that he's doing it too.
Yeah.
They said it was a ship test, knowing full well that it's not.
Yeah.
But the consequence to Will of lock him up until
probably until further notice. But it is one of those things where Will did speak a lot of truth with that, where Yavin
without Luthen,
Yavin wouldn't be there.
Which is also what was echoed by Clea. Of he stayed behind, and it's again playing into he burned himself for a sunrise that he will never see.
Yeah,
he made that sacrificial play to stay on and do the extreme things that he was doing on Coruscant to get all the information, and they've now got the biggest piece of information.
Yep.
The pieces of information that they have, aside from until they get the actual plans of the Death Star.
Yeah.
In Rogue One, but the acknowledgement of Luthen's importance was a really good moment from the people who worked from him that did distance themselves from him, but also the acknowledgement of, yes, he did, but the rebellion's too close and we're building it up too well to have something this risky make it all fall apart. So it's a justified perspective from both sides. But no, that was fantastic. And is there anything that we've missed? I
don't think
I just got on a ramble.
No, it was a good ramble. I don't think so. I think we covered everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think so too. But I like that the security cameras caught her.
Yes,
I said they were gonna catch her.
It's on tape. You were right.
But it she knew where they were, duck in the head, and then
Duck
that
in the
last
head
shot
and
of
the
walking out
last
with the
one, walking out
head,
with
head held high.
Yep.
No, that was a really good episode, and I can't wait for the finale.
Oh, the finale is going to be wild.
Yeah. Tell us your thoughts on episode 11 in the comments. I'm Trent.
I'm Julia.
And as always, keep it nerdy.